Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
81. Great. Here we go. Win.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Wins to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's go.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, they have to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watson on third down. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Watson on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes to the quarter.
Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
82, 82. Great 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Go. 82, 82. Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Green with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And it's caught by Herndon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call them?
Well, they said they'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Watson, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Reset. 4 down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That will go down a drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? We just want every drive to end in a kick. Right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st down, Watson escapes the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Watson now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go. 82, 82. run. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Win 5-3, win 5-3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Wentz to throw on second down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Straight 15, straight 15.
They come up in an offset eye.
Shorty, shorty, shorty. Shift. Run, run. Straight, straight.
Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Wentz now on third and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. A final shot before half for Wentz. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Come back.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. What we've talked a lot about speeches like.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson going to get this one to Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Watson now to throw. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Run. Here, shift. Straight 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the press. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And some room to run now. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball realities, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing now is Wentz, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They go back to Walton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To throw on second is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
On the ball. Run. 81. There's Chip. Liz. Hey, 74.
On first down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Being chased out left and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. To throw on 2nd down, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come back, come back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lion. Single, slot. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Jordan Island. 3-15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Fighting through pressure. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Working from the gun. Wentz going to look deep for Wilson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done in the last
play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Watson steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On On second down, here's Watson. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Wentz to throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Just keeping the play alive. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Watson underneath for Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence, I remember the guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And the catch made by Hopkins. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point.